Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about Figma as an application. So when you install Figma on your system, this is how it looks like. Okay. You must have registered and it will bring you here. Okay, so basically this is the Virtual Graphics space. Okay, Figma workspace. So we have a lot of options and menus, and if you don't know what each of them does, you might get confused. Let me take you through them one after the other. First of all, this is the name of the workspace, like I mentioned, Veci Graphics. Okay, so like this is a profile. You can change image, you can change your name and all of those things here. The theme settings, the theme, light mode and dark mode and all of that. So yeah, you can create a community profile. You can also log out, you can add an account. So that's that for that. And this is the notification icon. Any notification that pops up, or be it from Figma or from your teammates, this is where it you'll find them. And also we have the recent menu. Okay, so when you create, be it design, FigJam or any file at all, the ones that are most recent would be found here. Okay, and we also have the community option where we have various templates and beautiful work from other designers that have been made public. You can have they could either be paid or free, okay, depending on whichever it is. If it's paid, you need to pay to get it. If it's free, you are free to use it. So you need to find out all of those things, and some of them have license and all of that, so you have to be sure what you are using to avoid copyright issues. So that's basically that. So you can just come and search for anything at all. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically like your team. Okay, if you want to create a team, okay, this is where you can do that. So we are currently using the free version of Figma. So we have free version, we have professional version, we also have educational version. Okay, that's for the paid plan. For the educational version is for people who are undertaking for students, basically for people who come to Figma to learn. Okay, to use it to learn. So we also have drafts. Okay, so you might have projects that are not, that are basically drafts. When I say drafts, you know what I mean. Okay, we also have projects like team projects. Okay, that's you collaborate with your team members to work on. Okay, so because we are using a free version, we have a limit to how many projects we can create. Okay, as free users. Then we have resources. It's for paid version. Okay, so like you can see here, upgrade to professional before you can access it. So that's basically it. And yeah, so this is trash. Obviously, any item that you delete to come here. So that's basically that for that. Okay, so if you want to upgrade, these are where the plans are. You can just come here and find the one that best suits you and your team, and you can easily upgrade from there. So if you happen to start any of your project or anything, this is where you'd find it. So let's go back to the draft session. So yeah, so assuming I want to create a design, okay, I could create like Figma itself. So we have Figma and we have FigJam. So this is if I click on design, it will take me to, I don't want to click it because we are starting with FigJam for today. Okay, so would work on the design file on another video. Okay, so this is design, this is FigJam, and this is slides. Okay, for presentation slides and bars. We have sites for websites. Okay, you can convert your design to websites to go live to share to people. Okay, and we have Figma Make and all of those things. So that's basically it. So let's get right into it. I want to create a FigJam file so we can continue. Okay, so this is how the FigJam, this is how a typical FigJam file looks like. Okay, so yeah, Yeah, so as you can see, we have a quick onboarding here telling us what FigJam can do or what FigJam is used for. It's actually a whiteboarding tool. Like, as you can see, everywhere is white. Yes, so first of all, you can use it to brainstorm ideas with your team members, as you can see here. So if you have any if you have any project that you want to work on, okay, you don't just go straight to the Figma board and start designing. You have to plan it. So this is where you do that. You come up with ideas, you and your team. You come and you know work on your ideas here. And the second one is to share team updates. Okay, still on, so it's basically a collaborative tool. Okay, so if you have a brainstorming session and you've given yourself tasks to go work on, okay, probably you've divided yourselves into groups. Okay, go research on so and so. Okay, you want to share some updates, you can use FigJam to do that, like you can see here. Okay, and yeah, we'll go deeper into it. So let's just take it one step at a time. Then you can also use it for planning. As you can see, if you have any events or any project you want to work on, like I said, you don't just go straight to Figma board and start designing. You have to plan it. Okay, so you have to break it down into process one, process two, and all the various phases, and also assign people to each phase or each process, just to help you track your progress basically. And you can use it for diagramming. Okay, so for example, if you want to come up with information architecture of a particular application, it's FigJam. I believe you've been hearing about information architecture or sitemaps. So you use FigJam to do that. Okay, so it's very seamless. So let's get right into it. So this is the menu icon where we have the file, the edit, the view, object, text, arrange, and the likes, plugin, widgets, preferences, and yes. So all of these things have the rules they play. Each of them played. Okay, so first of all, for the file, you can, if you want to, you are within this particular board and you want to create another one, probably for a different project, you can easily do that here. Okay, this new FigJam. Okay, then new, if you want to create probably a new design, a new slide, okay, you can easily do that from here. Or if you want to import an image or any form of media, you can do that here. Then if you want to save, if show your version history, okay, probably you're working with a team and you want to restore to a particular version, you can easily do that from here. So for the edits, as you can see the option, if you want to copy as, if you want to paste over selection and all of those things, if you want to find a particular, because this whiteboard is very large, it's a very large landscape, and you might be at a particular position and you are looking for a particular thing and you might not know where it is. So if you want to easily find that, you can find it here, and or you can use Control F. You can feel free to explore all these options, and if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section and we'll go through them. Plugins are things that help you, things that are outside of Figma that you can use within the Figma workspace to help fasten up your work. So for example, we have things like Unsplash. Okay, you can install Unsplash plugin in Figma to help you easily search for photos, high quality photos. Okay, that's just a typical example. From here, you can change the name of your file. It's currently untitled, so you can change it to, let's just say, test, for example. When you change it, you can see it changes to test. Okay, and here is a profile. So from here you can spotlight yourself, assuming you're working with other people, a team of people. Okay, you can spotlight yourself so that wherever probably you want to show your team members certain things, okay, immediately you click on spotlight me, it will notify them and they would start following you automatically. Okay, so that's basically it. And still on the profile, if you want to hop on a call with your team members, you can easily do that. But I think that is for people who are on the paid version. Okay, it's not for free members. Okay, so We also have other templates here. If you want to work on user journey, user persona, user stories, and all. This is the timer. Let's say you are working on a technique like Crazy Eight, okay, that requires you to brainstorm 8 ideas within 8 minutes. For example, we'll discuss what Crazy Eight is all about, okay. But that's just a typical example. If you are to work on that, or maybe if you want to brainstorm or on a particular project for a particular time, you can easily set your time here. Also, you might want to play some music while you are brainstorming or ideating, because of course, me personally, there's a way music gives me inspiration. Okay, so you can choose any music here and play it while the timer clicks. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear that. Yes, so that's basically it. The share, we have the share, so you can share this particular file to your team members. Probably you're the one that created the file. You can copy the link here, but make sure that before you copy the link, it is set to anyone, because sometimes it may show only invited people. If you want only people who are invited to have access, you can set it as such, okay, and save it. Then you can now invite them manually by typing in their email here, okay, and sending them invites. They would have to accept the invite via mail, okay. But then if you just want to share the link with them, you can set it to anyone can access. All right. All right, so these options down here are what we are basically going to use when we start the actual work in terms of ideating and brainstorming and all of that. So the very first one right here is the select tool. Okay, so if you have, let me just bring out an item. Okay, so if I want to select any item within the interface, I would have to make sure that this tool is selected, okay. And this is the hand tool, okay. Like I said, this board, or the FigJam board, is very large, okay. So you might want to move through from one place to the other. If you can see, I'm using my trackpad to move around, okay. And if you can see, if I try to select, it doesn't select. That's why I said if you want to select anything, you have to make sure you click on the select to, which is the first one, or you can simply click on V. So let's try that again. I select the hand tool to move around, move around, move around. Then if I want to select, I'll just click on V on my keypad. You can see I can now select this item, as simple as that. So the next one here is the marker tool, okay. Basically, if you want to use a marker, that's basically, if you want to change the colors, you can change from here. This is red, let's try that, okay. You can see the color has changed. So if you want to, so under the marker, we have other tools like the highlighter. You can try that and see, okay. We also have the wash tape, okay. We have the eraser too. So let me delete all these things that I did here with the eraser too. So voila, it's as simple, like it's really interesting, okay. Now let's move on to the next tool, the one, and zoom in and see, okay. So as you can see, you can type in anything here, you can mention anyone, you can do anything you want to do, type in anything. Maybe you want to, and if you want to leave a note for your teammates, okay, in the course of your brainstorming session, you want to leave notes, or maybe you want to drop your ideas, you can use this to brainstorm. And we'll go deeper into it, but then that's basically what it does. And if you can see here, it tells you person who is working on a particular sticky notes graphic. So if, for example, we have another person on this workspace, and the person comes and selects a sticky note, the person's name would appear, okay. So we would know whose idea it is. Basically, that's it's really seamless. We also have the shape tool. So we have the square, arrow, and the rest. So we also have text tool for writing. We would experiment with all this as time goes on. We also have section to to organize your work, okay. We have We have the table to, to put things, organize things into tables. Yeah, we have stamp, we have comments. If you want to leave a comment, okay, for your team members, like I told you, it's basically about collaborating with your team members. Hardly will you see one person alone working on a tool like FigJam. Hardly. It's possible, but then hardly. Okay, so you'd comment here and your team members will receive the comment and come and reply basic. You can also select templates from this side as well. So basically this is a rundown of FigJam. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. In our next video, we'll take a deeper look into each of these tools and look at what they do. Okay, so please feel free to drop your questions if you have any question, if you have any suggestion, if you want us to talk about anything, let us know in the comment section so that I would prioritize that. Thank you so much for your attention today and see you next time. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and do not forget to share the video with your friends. Thank you.